guys, thanks for joining us today on Ardent. We are coming back after Ace was on vacation, dude. So how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
How's that
Uh,
vacation?
it was great. I didn't do anything, which is
Yeah,
exactly what I wanted to do. So
that's
yeah,
beautiful.
it
I
was
hate going
great.
on vacations and it's like more work than anything because you're like trying to go get places on time and
Yeah.
just
The
I
the
just want
good
to
thing
just
the good thing
relax.
is that we didn't have a plan, which kind of not irked me. It was kind of like because I'm a planner. I love planning, and I want to have everything as
Ugh,
a plan. So
yes.
not having a plan kind of was like a little bit anxiety, but I got over it, and I just chilled and relaxed, and it was
Yeah.
amazing.
That's awesome too. Well, I'm glad you had some fun. I didn't record last week, obviously, but we're back. We're gonna talk about a lot of Netflix stuff, actually. Um, so first things first, uh, you brought this up earlier about, hey, have you heard anything about Halo? Because that's coming out this week,
Yep, coming up this week.
and I guess there are reviews out there. So tell
Yeah,
us a little
man.
about that.
Yeah, I mean the reviews are like I was saying, telling you a little earlier. The reviews are from bad to okay to we'll see what happens, kind of thing. So not like great reviews, but not like horribly reviews. The best review was given by Collider, which they gave it a B, which is solid. Not nothing. B is a passing grade. But everything else, so the Entertainment Weekly gave it a C, and IndieWire C plus. So,
It's
yeah,
passing grades, dude.
IGN 7 out of 10, a C. So hey, C's get degrees, as the saying goes.
Exactly.
so I mean, I don't know what to expect. Although I was reading that if you do have the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you do get 30 days free of Paramount Plus.
You get to
So
watch
if you
4
have,
episodes.
yeah, exactly. So
Unless
so
you
hey,
time it,
if
like,
you have
perfectly right. You do it, like, the day
exactly,
after the first episode comes out, that's 5 episodes.
you
You
can just
maximize
binge
see.
it. Exactly. Yeah, so if you have that on your Xbox, or if you have that, you can get 30 days for free. So why not jump on it and see how this Halo TV show. But what do you I know you were saying that you weren't gonna like get Paramount Plus just for Halo, which
I'll
I
get
don't
the
think
trial
anybody
whenever they're
is.
all done.
Right? Just binge it. But what are you, just by looking at all these reviews, what are your thoughts?
Uh, this is what I expected, you know?
Hmm.
I was hoping that it would be, it would just blow people away, but, I mean, I expected it to just be okay. I didn't want
Yep.
it to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be really bad. We did talk about like how Steven Spielberg had a heavy hand in a lot of this, so I'm sure there's some like fantastic things that we are going to see. Um, however, you know, uh, I'm just not gonna go out and sign up for Paramount Plus to watch
Yeah.
this. I'm sure there's probably like hardcore Halo fans that will, um, and a lot of them may be disappointed, but
Yeah. I,
you
I
know.
was I was reading, I think it was Variety who I was reading their review, and they were saying that this first season is a lot of like Easter egg things for like you there's it's a lot of fanfare for the Halo community.
Like fan service?
Yeah, fan service for the Halo community. So I don't know how true that is because I haven't seen it, of course, because it hasn't come out yet. But yeah, but Variety is a trusted news place for entertainment news. So
Yeah.
I trust their opinions, and if it's just a whole bunch of fan service, I don't know.
Dude, I'm
They
not
might they might
For
I don't
me,
know.
fan service is I'm such a casual, like, Halo fan. I'm not
Yeah.
even I wouldn't even say a fan, that I'm just gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's Master Chief."
Yeah.
That's it. That's for me.
Exactly.
I'm done. It's like, "Is
Exactly.
that an energy sword?"
Right.
Cool. But, yeah. But anyways, just let us know down in the comments if you guys are going to be watching this day one, or if you're going to wait to binge it, or if you're already excited for this. Let us know in the comments below. And we got some more reactions for some other stuff. This one I kind of take with a grain of salt because I haven't seen it in any 100% reputable sources, but it's all over the place that Morbius is getting eh reactions, very poor reactions, and a lot of people are extremely upset and claiming that Sony is just baiting them into watching these movies.
Hmm.
Um, so why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about this, Ace? What have you heard
Uh,
about this?
Nothing really until you brought it up, but a lot of people
Oh, I
on
thought you said you thought heard it. Oh, guess
no,
not.
no, I haven't heard about this. The what I did see just on the kind of trustworthy site and just quick just quick Twitter things is that a lot of the um a lot of the scenes that appeared in the trailer are not going to be there
Mhm,
because they got cut for whatever reason. Um, so and I think according to Movie Web, again, take it with a grain of salt, as Leo said, that that Jared Leto he was saying that he doesn't want Morbius to cross over with other characters and universe. So we'll see what happens with the Morbius character and in
mhm.
the MCU, but it's kind of hard not to cross over with other characters because that's kind of what the
Yeah,
MCU does. Um, but I don't know. I mean, if it makes sense, I in movies and in TV shows, and especially in movies, there's all things are always going to get cut. Things always get cut. So I don't know. I mean, if it's a good cut, then it'll be fine. But if they actually they like cut something in it that which was like a really crucial thing that they shouldn't have cut, then we'll kind of see it in the movie. But I mean, hopefully it's a good movie. I mean, the trailers have looked pretty cool so far. But
yeah.
that's all I got.
I mean, I hope that it's definitely good. I want to see this movie. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it. Like, I'm gonna watch it that weekend. As far as like a Thursday night like preview or
Hmm.
anything like that, no. But yeah, it's just kind of like a bad thing to do. I think it's not very smart for Sony to do that, especially if they're trying to connect this to the greater Spider-Man multiverse, because that's been their whole campaign in the last
Yeah.
few weeks. Hey, this multiverse is open. Like they posted it. Jared Leto posted on you know, his own
Hmm.
social media. So they're definitely marketing this as it's connected to the greater Spider-Man multiverse, Spider-Verse,
Hmm.
whatever. But yeah, if they're gonna cut all this stuff out, like it's not like we've seen in trailers before where they like remove people or they like change certain things, like
Yeah.
the infamous like Thanos glove, and they move certain stones so that you
Yeah.
can't tell exactly which ones he has at that point. It's
Or
just
I think the other one that pops into mind is when I think is in Endgame, the one
Mhm.
before the last one. It
You mean
was
Infinity War?
Infinity War. Yeah, it was Infinity War where in the trailer we saw you see the Hulk in his you see the Hulk, but
Yeah, you see them all running together, right?
in the movie it's Bruce Banner and he's just in the Iron Man suit. Like
Yeah,
that was his that was the
yeah.
thing. So yeah, so Marvel has that tendency of throwing everybody for a loop, but it makes sense,
But
like
I
how
think
they do
that's
it.
just kind of like misleading. I don't like it either, but I think that is a lot better than like, hey, look, he's a Spider-Man villain. Because let's be honest, unless you know a little more than the average person about Spider-Man, you don't know anything about Morbius.
Yeah.
You don't know a thing about him, because he's been in like some games, but I feel like they had to market it with Michael Keaton in there, because we know him as Vulture. We know we have Spider-Man, which is it's the Raimi Spider-Man, like it's Tobey
Hmm.
Maguire's Spider-Man is what it looks like. And then they show like right here it shows the Daily Bugle with Black
Hmm.
Cat on there. I don't and Rhino. So it's
Hmm.
like definitely throwing all these like elements and to entice you to say like, where are they going to go from here? But
Hmm.
if we go into this movie and none of that is there, then they just straight up lied to us to get into this movie.
Yeah.
I still want to watch this movie, whether or not it was connected, because I was of that mind of like Venom. I thought like, oh, this isn't connected to Spider-Man. I don't want to watch it. Like, I've told you many times. Our friend Jonathan would get on to me about it. Like, why would you not want to go watch that movie? It's great. And I finally watched it, and it was. And I should have like just watched it from the beginning, but you know, this is very very different because they're showing you, oh yeah, this Spider-Man is definitely going to be in this, or he's
Hmm.
going to be, it's connected somehow, and then it's not. So yeah, it just seems kind of shady. But
Yeah.
anyways, talked about that a little more than I thought we would, because it kind of get me. It feels like something that would get us very upset.
Yeah.
But anyways, let us know down in the comments. Are you guys even excited to watch Morbius? Do y'all even care? Or is this going to upset you if there's no ties to any Spider Man whatsoever? Just let us know in the comments below. And now we were going to move on to the rest of this, which is all, all Netflix related stuff. So, Ace, you brought this up. So I will let you talk about our first Netflix topic.
Yeah, so Netflix is getting into the game development thing industry, and they had, this is like not new news because they had stated before that they were wanting to get into it, but now they are like releasing three games, I believe, three mobile games and one FPS game, so first person shooter game, so four games in total. Um, and yeah, so I think their mobile games will be out pretty soon, according to The Verge. Um, Let me see. They will,
Yeah, they just say coming soon.
yeah.
Hmm.
They will. So Netflix announced that three mobile games soon be able to play on iOS or Android with a subscription to the streaming service, including its first players available part of its lineup. So you have to have a a Netflix account to play the games, which is interesting how they're going to do that. So I don't know. I mean, it was just an interesting topic because I mean, if there is one company that has money that they can just throw at projects, it's Netflix. You know, they have a lot of money, and I think this is pretty. I think this is the first like TV show slash movie a thing that is a company that is moving into the game development area. And I mean, do you think like if this
What are you
works for
talking
Netflix?
about? What about Sony?
Okay, but Sony has been there for a while. I'm talking about like Netflix, like these
Yeah.
ones like Netflix, Disney,
I mean, we see stuff like that all the time. We
HBO.
got we got Amazon. Amazon decided, you know what? Let's make our own like, movie and TV series.
Yeah, but
So they
well,
did that.
Amazon. Yeah, but
Everyone
I'm
kind
talking
of
about
delves
like
into that. Probably
a
kind of cool though.
game development thing, and I think with I mean at least Netflix is one of the first ones. Or
Hmm.
um, I think Amazon does have like their like MMO. I think it's called. I think I forget what it's called, but that one's really not like friendly to everybody kind of thing. Because not everybody enjoys MMOs. But with Netflix getting into the mobile game sphere and then the first person shooter sphere, I would just be just curious to see how it works for Netflix and if this works, if other giants like Disney or HBO or um you know put name here of streaming service will get into the game development because it
Yeah.
worked for
You mean like as
Netflix.
part of their subscription too?
Exactly.
That would be interesting. That's a lot. That's a lot more money too.
I
But
know.
given the, given that, we are kind of seeing that Netflix is working on recuperating some of that money we get from, they don't get from us password sharing, because
What do you
it happened
mean?
happened a couple weeks ago that they are playing around with a feature, um, or a new way to still allow people to do their password sharing, but they would pay a fee if they are outside of their household, which is very very smart on their side, because yeah, I mean, I don't password share what I pay for my Netflix account, but I have it set up at my mom's house, So I share it with them, but you know, they are looking at wanting to make some money up, but still allow you to do that. So yeah, if I have to pay, I believe here on Variety, it says that they are testing it in Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru, where it will allow extra members on the accounts for $2 to $3 each a month. So that's not bad. That's really not. I'm sure at
Mhm.
some point, and depending on how well this tests, it could go up. But that versus paying for a whole nother account, because they could very, very easily just not allow it in your household, you know?
Mhm.
Um, but this is something that, as much as I thought like, oh, I don't want to deal with that, $3 a month, that's not bad. So
Yeah.
what do you think about that, Ace?
It's kind of funny how like are finally addressing this because I know that they know that the joke of like Netflix, like every Netflix user in the world is using the same Netflix account from one person, you know? So it's like, yeah, it's like the thing, like
I mean,
one
theoretically, that
Netflix
could
account
happen.
has like 20 people logged into it.
Yeah. Dude, the crazy thing is that they don't have like two factor or something, and I'm
I
guessing this is
know.
probably something that they'll end up doing with this. It'll
Hmm.
just be two factor. But yeah,
I mean,
as you're saying.
and it's a lot of money. I mean, the Variety is saying that it could that if the test is good and it launches everywhere, they could add $1.6 billion to Netflix.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing that's how much they're losing because of that, and I mean that's a lot of money.
I wouldn't necessarily
So
say losing, but not earning or not
yeah,
getting, because
yeah,
they definitely earn it. Because you
yeah,
know, Netflix, as their movies are very hit and miss, but
yeah,
they have very, very great series that they have. So
yeah.
could you imagine
Also,
if they
their
had a
their
little bit more money
yeah their
to
anime
make better
stuff
content?
is their anime stuff is pretty underrated. Like
Mhm.
their stuff is pretty good when it comes
Yeah.
to like the anime shows they have, like that they themselves produce.
Yeah, exactly. And
Mhm.
it's awesome because, they definitely want some better IP, so they shell out the money whenever they need to
Yep.
because they got to make some money. They got to
Yeah,
recuperate
that's
their losses.
that's
They
that's
still
one thing that
operate
I
at a loss.
no, yeah, that's one thing that I admire from Netflix, that they're not afraid to just go all in
Mhm.
and just like you said, like dish out money to things and just go for it. So that's really cool. And yeah, I mean, might if yeah two to $3, that's not too bad, like you said.
Oh yeah, not at all. Uh, yeah, I'm definitely, I don't want to spend another $3, but I split the cost, so it's not terrible. Um,
Hmm.
anyways, now that we've talked a little bit about how they're password sharing, we also finally got to see our first look at the kiddos of Stranger Things after like 3 years. Like,
Yeah,
but in universe, only 6 months. These
only
kids
six
look like
months.
they aged like 7 years. Like, I don't.
It's like I was telling you, it's like, man, the kids got a huge growth spurt in 6 months.
Dude, I saw Millie Bobby Brown in the front there, and I was like, that's not her. That's Winona Ryder. There's no way.
Yeah,
And then we
right.
got Eric Foreman here, and then we got Finn Wolfhard in the back looking
Yeah.
like a mom. Like,
Mom, it's
he
because of
definitely
his
looks like
hairstyle.
he definitely looks like a mom. Does he have bangs? Yeah, he
uh,
does.
he has the 80s
Oh god.
80s hairstyle going for him,
Yep.
bro.
Freaking Topher Grace, bro. He,
Hmm.
I mean, Will was tiny in the
Yeah, well,
first season,
oh yeah, he was. I
but
mean, they
he,
were. I think they were all the same age, like
yeah,
11 or
I think
10,
he was like
like
the
9,
youngest or
10.
something. He
Yeah,
had to have been,
in
but
universe.
he's bigger than what's his name? I always forget his name. The dude that dated Nancy, not Steve, the other one, the less handsome one.
The photographer.
Yeah, that guy. I always
Mm.
forget his name.
Less handsome
The less
one.
handsome one. But anyways, all these kids that age so much. Um, these, this first looks are pretty cool. It's nice seeing, all the kids together. Because last time we saw, they all kind of split up, and it's cool to see that they're going to have to come back
Hmm.
to, you know, face the next threat, which is going to be pretty horrifying, apparently.
Yeah, the producers and the Duffer Brothers, they were pretty much saying that they are going to focus more on the horror aspect of Stranger Things, which is great. I mean, I love how I love how Stranger Things has always incorporated the horror aspect, and I think you can tell by season to season that it's been growing a lot more.
Hmm.
And
I
like
think it's
in season
matured
one,
with
it
the
wasn't.
kids.
Yeah, it wasn't like as horror y, if that's a word. Um, and then season two came on along, and it really grew in horror. And then season three came up, and that was just, yeah, it was heavy on the horror. And then now season four is gonna lead even more, so that's really cool. But yeah, like you were saying, it's season of Stranger Things season four. It's 6 months since the Battle of Starcourt, so pretty recently in universe. So I wonder how they're gonna explain the growth spurts. Maybe they'll be like, "Oh, you're big. What
They're
happened to you?"
not. I doubt it. Maybe
Yeah,
a throwaway line like that.
yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then
dude,
and it'll be like, "Oh yeah, I drink my milk. Milk. It's good for you."
please don't. Well, we're gonna finally see season 4 of Stranger Things here. Part 1 May 27th, and then part 2 or volume 2 in July on July 1st. So it's definitely
Mhm.
gonna give people time to sit and think about it. Definitely gonna. It's not gonna be let's talk about this show for like a couple of weeks and then it just kind of disappears.
Yeah,
Even though it definitely became part of like pop culture for a real long. I mean, it definitely still is.
yeah.
But in that vein, have you really heard too much like hype around this?
It's been like it
Honestly,
hasn't
kind of
been like
forgot.
vocal hype, but it's been, I've just on Twitter and on different, TikTok and stuff like that. It's been, people are talking about it, and more now that it's getting closer. But it hasn't been like super huge hype, that at least that I've seen.
Mhm.
But I think Stranger Things has a strong community behind it. So when it drops, it's good. I think it's gonna be Netflix's uh top viewed show when it drops,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's just good. It's just really, really good. And
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Stranger Things, now is the perfect time to binge watch season 1 through 3. I promise you will not regret it. It's really good, and so that way you can get you're ready for May, when that season 4, volume 1 drops.
Mhm. Dude, I cannot wait
It's gonna
actually,
be
because
great.
I wouldn't say like I'm thinking every day about it. Like I can't wait till season
You have a
4 of
little
Stranger
calendar.
Things.
You have a little calendar. You just mark it off the days.
Dude, that's been me. That's been me counting down the days for the Steelbook for Spider-Man No Way
Oh
Home.
yeah, yeah.
Like today someone asked like, "Hey, when's that movie coming out?" And I was like, just like without thinking, April 12th. I was like I was like, "I know, man. I've been waiting." But anyways, what do you guys think of how, us finally, getting closer and closer to seeing Stranger Things season 4? Y'all excited? Have y'all been excited this whole time? Do you know people that are hyped for it? Let us know down in the comments below. And damn, yet more Netflix, because you just had to bring this up, man. You just really had to. We finally got some word on how many episodes we're gonna get for Avatar. And honestly, when I first
Avatar:
saw the
The
episode
Last
count,
Airbender.
I thought, man, really? We're only getting 8 episodes. And but then I saw how long they were. They're gonna be an hour, about an hour
Yeah.
each, at least, right? So
Yep.
yeah, oh man. Okay. that's okay. That's a lot better because recently we've gotten a lot of shows, especially streaming. When it comes to like, especially with Disney, a lot of their
Mhm.
shows they're either like 25 minutes or like an hour and 30.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
and it's
insane.
in the same series. So it's
Mhm.
like it's real quick episode and then a real long epic episode.
Yeah,
And
usually it's like the first episode of whatever series that's a super long one,
and then
and
like the
then after that
finale.
is like 20 minutes, 25
Yeah.
minutes, 30 minutes, and then like the season finale or the mid-season finale will be like 50 minutes. It'll be
Yeah.
another really long one. So yeah.
And don't get me wrong, as long as the pacing is done well, as the pacing is good and it's a fantastic story, you sometimes don't even notice how long or how short it is.
Yeah, really.
So that's a great. If they can do that, awesome. But it kind of makes me miss those longer shows because I'm used to like TV series and stuff that are
Mhm.
about like 20 episodes, 18 plus or whatever.
Mhm.
But this does equate to about 480 minutes um, of Avatar.
Mhm.
So, this was kind of brought up by Paul Sun Hyung Lee, my favorite Twitter follower,
Mhm. Mhm.
and he said that these are going to be kind of longer episodes,
Yeah.
and of course he's going to be playing Uncle Iroh, which is like the most perfect casting of all time. I
Bro, tell me about it.
You
It's
can't even.
great.
You need to finish watching Kim's Convenience because you'll love him
I
even
am
more.
I am watching it.
You are?
Yeah, I'm watching
Yes.
I'm at, that's my like if you go to the gym and you just like it's your like cardio day and you just walk and you kind of watch a show, that's what I'm watching, and it's like funny because I'll be laughing and people will be like, "What are you laughing about?" I'm like, "Oh, earbuds."
I can't do that, dude. I can't watch a show at the gym. I have to have like music. Like I
Well, I
used to do
mean,
like
it's
podcasts, but I
when
can't even
when
do that
I
anymore.
and it's like when I'm like walking or like stuff like that. Like I'm not actually actively working out, so
Ah, okay.
but it's like I'm on the treadmill for like an hour and a half and something like that. So I'm just at the on the show and it's amazing because it makes the time go by real quick and I'm entertained. But no, yeah, it's perfect casting. But in the 60 minutes each for the 8 episodes,
Hmm.
right? I think um you were saying that it's the same runtime as book one water,
Yeah.
so we're not losing much. I wonder how they're going to like I wonder how they're gonna compact the episodes to kind of make it eight. Like I wonder
Yeah, I'm
what's
sure
really
there's
gonna
gonna be
tell.
some stuff that they definitely like cut out and then
Yeah.
expand on some. So they're definitely taking some liberties here, but we're gonna get the same amount of Avatar per season.
Hmm.
So it seems like we're definitely gonna have multiple seasons, kind of like the same way as like the animated show.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, if they can make them like work the same way, because a lot of the shows we got like three parters or so, or
Yeah.
at least towards the end we got a lot of three part.
I think the only three parters that we got was, I mean, if you exclude like like the Tales of Bossing Say, which was kind of like a one show but with like four mini parts in it, something like that, or three, four, five. I don't remember how many little things that were in there. But I think book in the last I think in the last four where the Sozin's comment, I think it was like Sozin's comment one, part two, part three,
Hmm.
part four, I think. So I think that was like the only one where they kind of split like that.
Yeah,
But in the animated series, bro, that pacing was amazing for the show. Like it was really good. Like not too fast, not too slow. It gave characters time to breathe. And not just like the main ones, but when the characters that they came in each episode, like they had their own little moment, and it was like not overshot. No, it was not too bright, not too dim. It was like perfect. So if the showrunners for Netflix can like just catch a little bit of that magic, I think they'll be great.
oh yeah, dude. I I just can't. I don't know what they're gonna be doing, obviously, but I just can't wait to see this. As
It's gonna be
much as
so good.
excited as I was to actually see this when the creators of the show were involved, I'm still excited to see
Mhm.
this. Um, they did kind of start like showing off a few cool things. Daniel Day Kim showed a post of him fighting the kid who's playing Avatar. Was it
Aang,
Gordon?
Gordon,
Yeah,
yeah,
Gordon, who's kid
Gordon
who's
Cormier,
playing Aang, and it looks great,
or
dude. Like,
or
it's
the
just a
the
still of them
correct
practicing.
or the correct way of saying Ong.
Oh, oh my God, get the fuck out of here! I've never
uh,
even seen that
dude,
movie, but
that
I'm.
that just came out so wrong. I feel
Oh my
weird
God,
saying that. Ugh,
God,
I'm mad at
it's like
myself.
you almost threw up a little bit.
I did. I really
Okay,
did. I almost threw up in my
yeah.
mouth.
But just seeing little things like this make me even more excited because
Hmm.
it looks like they're having fun, they're messing with each other, um, and it's
And
just.
can we just acknowledge Gordon Cormier's I guess fighting stance as Avatar in this
Oh
picture?
yeah, dude,
That
I mentioned that
that
when you first showed me that, and I'm like,
yeah,
man, that is.
it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to see. I'm not huge on behind the scenes stuff. Like, I don't really. I appreciate it, and when I see clips, that's awesome. But I don't go like searching for behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes that I want to
Yeah,
watch. So if they
because
ever
they're not
release
like
stuff like
really
that,
giving away anything. Like it's just like them practicing their
well,
their
I mean,
their
like
martial
after.
arts. Yeah,
I mean, like
and
after this comes out,
mhm.
I'm going to
Oh
look
yeah,
for like the making of
oh
this
heck yeah,
because
that'd
I
be
want to
amazing.
see more stuff like
Yeah,
that, and
because I
like
think
whether it's like
the only
training and
two
things.
photos that we've gotten are this one and then the one where it's like Paul Sung Kyung and I think two other cast members who took a selfie. And I think that's kind of it that we've gotten at least for like the
Mhm,
like behind the scenes stuff, but it's pretty much been on like the actor's personal social medias. So if you follow them,
mhm.
but dude, I'm super excited for the show. Um, I know you are. My sister is as well. And I mean, there's just a whole community of us millennials who saw this
Yeah,
on. Well, at least me. Because
I
you
just saw it in
you you
2020,
you
dude.
saw it in 2020, and I told you to watch it, and then you just like binge through that.
Oh yeah, it's so perfect. Like, I can't think of another series that it's like it's as flawless as a show can be.
Yeah.
It really is. Um, but yeah, I'm just super hyped for this, more than anything.
Hmm.
But anyways, how excited are you guys about seeing Avatar? Are you still hyped even though, yeah, I mean, we don't know when it's supposed to come out.
Yeah,
So
we
whenever it
don't.
does, I'm ready. Are you still looking forward to this live action adaptation? And let us know your thoughts down below.
Yeah. Do you think this when this drops, you think it'll beat Squid Games for like the most watched show?
Oh,
Cuz there is
I,
a huge community of Avatar fans and stuff like that.
I
Because
think
right
it.
now that's like the number one show ever on Netflix. So,
I think it can. And I'm not just saying this because I love Avatar. I'm not
mhm.
just saying that because of that. Um, but it's more universal. It's more, it's very. It could be kid friendly. Again, I don't know if it's a more mature take, but if I had to guess, I would say it's more accessible to like children,
Mhm.
to watch. So parents might be more likely to watch them with their kids or with their families, and then it just become like that thing everyone watches together. Um, and it's something that's already known.
Yeah.
Squid Game was just kind of like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
crazy, you
It's
got to
like a
watch it, like.
lightning in a bottle kind of thing.
Yeah. And I didn't watch Squid Game when it first came out. I waited a while for I wouldn't say the hype had died down, but it wasn't like peak hype.
Yeah.
So I didn't like jump to watch it right away, but I feel like something like this, I'm not an expert, but something that people are going to want to watch
Mhm.
immediately.
Yeah, I'm in the same school of thought that I think it has a chance when it drops. I think it has a chance to beat
Hmm.
out Squid Games. I mean, if Squid Games is still the number one Netflix show ever, just because the story's there, and like you said, like it can be watched not just by adults but by kids, so like a family time thing. So yeah, I think it has a shot if Squid Games isn't, if Stranger Things doesn't take over Squid Games as the number one watched TV show, because I'm pretty sure that one might. But who knows? But yeah, I think that was just an interesting little tidbit there that I just thought of. I'm like, I wonder if that will happen.
Yeah, the only thing I could see happening, um, is either those like purists, the Avatar, the Last Airbender purists that only want to see anything that DiMartino and what's the other guy just name? Anyways, the creators.
Yeah, the creators.
I just closed the tab, so I don't remember. That they only want to see
Yeah.
stuff that they were a part of. Um, and just don't watch it.
Yeah.
And but even with that, I think
All I'm saying is I want
I'm
the
watching this for
Ember
Polly as
I
I wrote
want
alone.
I want the Ember Island players to come up in this show.
You would be
I want
badass
that. I want that so much. I
if the
want it
Ember
so much.
Island players are like the voice actors of
Yeah,
them in the cartoon.
that'd be amazing.
That would be
Uh,
freaking great. Or it would be the actors who played them in the movie.
no, dude,
Dude,
I don't think that
I
would
would lose
happen.
my mind.
That'd be fun. That'd be funny though. It'd be
Oh yeah.
amazing.
Do you
Yeah, but
think
that's all I want.
they'll do that? Do you think they'll do Ember Island?
I hope so, bro. I hope
Yeah.
so. That I mean, for that one, that show, that episode could be, is can be considered a filler because it doesn't really move the plot forward. It moves the plot forward a little bit for a couple
They
things.
had some character
Yeah.
moments.
But dude, it's just so good. Like it's funny and it's dumb and it's witty, and then Sokka really like just comes out as like an amazing character in that show, so in that episode, but yeah, I really hope that they do the Ember Island players. Like
That
that
would be
that's one of my favorite episodes in the entire series, and it's just
yeah.
because it's dumb and fun and
Yeah.
weird and quirky.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, I hope they do everything. I hope they do that. They do Tales of Bossing Say.
Oh, bro,
I
I
definitely feel
can't
like they can
wait to
incorporate that well.
Tales of Bossing Say, bro.
Uh,
I mean, trees from the vine. That's
I just want to see Uncle Iroh. I want to see Paul sitting down there by the tree,
and
just kind of
and I
thinking
want to see
like, oh man,
Sokka
crying, singing.
spitting some haikus.
Dude, oh yeah, I cannot wait, and I want to see Momo and Appa fight
Bro, that'd be
IRL. Like,
amazing. Dude, again,
I have
we've
that
done this.
shirt. Did I show you? I have
No,
the shirt.
we can talk about this forever
Yeah.
and ever.
God,
We
I gotta
we might
rewatch this show
we
now. I
we
gotta
might have
rewatch
to do
everything now.
like a watch party, like whenever Netflix announces the date. We might have to do a live a watch party to watch like the animated series to get
Oh
ready
yeah.
for the live action and just react to it, because I think that'll be amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need to do that. That'd be awesome. But anyways, thanks for joining us today, guys, on Ardent. Just let us know in the comments below what you thought of any of those topics. If y'all have any suggestions for things we should talk about in the future, and just don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next week. I'm Leo.
I'm Ace.
Enjoy.
See ya.